Welcome to the Power Within podcast with Richale, a master class in mastery of self. Simply put, this is where you get your life. What else makes this book really special? So the entire process was really creative. The book's been in my spirit for a very long time. Meeting my coach actually was what challenged me, not even inspired me, because I'm going to tell you the truth. That challenged me. Thank you, Lorraine. And on Cataflies 2, please. That challenged me to actually write the book. And the inspiration then was reignited. So that's the great thing about that. So the entire writing process of the book was really interesting. And I'm saying this because I want those of you who have this gnawing at you that somebody needs to hear what you need to say. I want you to hear it was a challenge first, then it was inspiration. Okay. And it was something that was always there. But the challenge came first. The inspiration came second. Okay. All right. And then the book is written to you in the voice of the coach. So one of the cutest things that has happened since I started Podbean is that I've been told that I have this Podbean voice. Now, I don't have my mic on today, but I'm going to pull it over here and just see if it does something. But I don't know what happens when I get this mic in front of me, right? Like my voice just changed and it gets silky smooth. And I was talking to somebody yesterday and they said, oh, I know my new Stacy. I have a new Stacy, my executive assistant. And Stacy said when she heard my voice, she just thought that she should be on the radio or something. And so, I don't know what it is. I think I really was supposed to. I think I really was supposed to be on the radio a long time ago. But it didn't work out, but I'm here now. So how about that on podbean.com? All right. So that's the Podbean voice. But when you listen to the book, when you get the book, you are going to hear me speak to you from that coaching voice, that supportive voice. So remember earlier, I asked you, who are your supports? If you don't feel like you have one, your favorite therapist, coach, and sister friend, Richale, has got you. I got you. I got you through that book, but I'm trying to tell you that there's going to be some work that you have to do. Okay. There's going to be some work that you have to do. And listen, none of us are above work. We're constantly working. We're constantly not being perfect, but being perfected through his grace. And sometimes when we're trying to make things happen, we have to find a way to release and let go, so that things can go a little bit smoother sometimes for us. But it doesn't mean that when challenges come your way, hardships come your way, that you've done anything wrong. And I think for many years we have been taught that you just did something wrong, or you just shouldn't feel that way. You've never met people that just tell you shouldn't feel that way. Well, what I'm here to tell you is that I don't care about how you feel. I care that you feel. Right. And so if you feel some kind of way, then I'm going to challenge you to say what that feeling is. So you're going to find work through the book, but you're going to find support to get the work done. That's what you're going to find. And then the other thing that is, I think, special about the book is the topic is clarity. And so clarity is spelled with 3 R's because my initials are RRR. And so that's the deep and spooky of it, right? So I wanted you to know that. Thank you, HR. Tell me what your real name is in South Africa on Podbean. Tell me what your real name is. She says she signed up for the email list. Thank you, darling. All right. So what was I saying? Oh, the RRRs. And so this is why I'm called the Clarity Coach. And so it's not a surprise to me, but when you're flowing in the spirit, you just let things work the way they work. And sometimes you don't know why you're doing what you're doing. Sometimes you don't have the answers. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all, just keep moving forward. Don't stop. Just because you don't have all the answers, just keep going. Okay. And so the RRR, what I found over the last umpteen years that I've been a therapist and coach is that when my clients graduate, right, they say, I have gained so much clarity. And actually, that's not when they graduate. They're saying that all along, like, I'm gaining clarity, I'm gaining clarity, I'm gaining clarity. So for this to be my second book, actually, but the topic is on clarity, it just came at a time where all of us were stuck in the house during COVID. Nalanja. Thank you. Oh, that's a beautiful name, Nalanja. All of us were in the house because of COVID, right? And I don't know about you, but did you feel stir crazy for a minute? Because especially if you're a extrovert like me, you probably felt a little stir crazy at some point. I was trying to pivot my business, my therapy business, and a lot of things were going on. But what I quickly saw was that there was a huge distraction for many of us, and that things hadn't changed as much as the media was trying to make us think that it had changed. So I took that time to get focused and to get clear for myself. And I was challenged in and of my own self to gain clarity about what was really real in my life at that time. Okay. Was really real. I was talking to a client just the other day, and they said that they had been going through so much stuff that they didn't realize, like, they started asking themselves questions like, is this real? Now, in the therapy world, we call that derealization. Okay. Where you are not sure what's reality. Now, I don't know if any of you felt like that, but if you did, go get my book. It's $1.99 a day. I'm trying to tell you, because I'm going to help you with that. I'm not going to therapize you in the book, but, well, maybe just a little bit. But I come to you as a coach, as your sister friend, as your favorite therapist coach and sister friend, just to help you along. And I'm actually going to read an excerpt from the book today for you that I did not pull out. Now, see, I have my show notes, but I didn't pull the excerpt out for you. So let me see if I can pull that up right about now. Will y'all give me a second? I sure do appreciate you, because y'all are so patient and so kind. Yes, you are. So I'm going to do that for you, because I want you to hear it from the horse's mouth. Now, when I did my other book, Silhouette of Her Naked and Unashamed, I'll actually tell you, somebody gave a testimony about that book. But what I really try to do when I am authoring and when I'm speaking is I really want you to have me. Okay, so no false pretenses. It's just it is what it is. No derealization. I am who I am, and that's all that I am, right? And so I want you to truly have all of me. And many times I'm exhausted when I get done. Not deplenished. I mean, because I'm not depleted. Rather, I'm sorry, I'm not depleted, but I give all that I have on the table for you at that moment, because it means just that much to me. You mean just that much to me. And so, I got the chapter up. So I got that. But in that book, I did a poem on one side, and then on the other side, I did a life lesson. And someone actually sent me a review. So let me share that with you before I share an excerpt from the book. Okay. So what happened? So let me tell you what happened this morning. This morning, like yesterday was really challenging. Can I just tell you the truth? Yesterday was really challenging for me. I got really frustrated yesterday. And this morning on Facebook, I had no idea that this was going to happen. But on Facebook, I got a memory. You know how the memories pop up? And a memory popped up. And I'm going to read the memory to you. But let me just say before I read it that, remember when I said, if you can't talk to anybody else, you can talk to God. I just had a talk with him last night. I just had to. Okay. But then this morning, here this comes. And it says, June 29th, 2017. That was 1 year after I published Silhouette of Her. This came up on my timeline this morning and it blessed me. So let me tell you something. You never know how long your words of gratitude go to help someone else. And when you see a person like me who's a go-getter, and I'm going to use this word because you understand it, but they're grinding all the time, getting things done, and maybe you even admire them. Never think that we don't need encouragement. Please don't think that. So if you know someone that is getting her done like me and always going and always coming out with something new and always trying to serve and help people in the only way that they know how or the best way that they know how, don't not withhold that gratitude if they bless you in some way. Because look, 4 years later, so let me see, no, I'm counting wrong. 3 years later, this showed up on my timeline. So I actually want to say thank you to Facebook for this, for this. But it says, June 29th, 2017, verified purchase from Amazon. I am absolutely loving your book. This is the silhouette of her naked and unashamed book, okay? I have clients who will benefit from it. It's a great teaching and coaching tool. Your poetry touched me as I can identify with nearly every poem. However, it was your personal message afterwards, okay, that showed your transparency and divine calling to share the inner lessons your spirit has learned so gracefully. I will be gifting copies to my friends. Bravo. Okay. And so I just wanted to share that with you because what's key about what she said was the inner work. That's all I work on. That's all I care about. That's what really moves me and makes me passionate is the work that we must do on the inside of us to express God's love on the outside of us. Okay. And so when you go to work, you love. When you're at home, you love. When you're mad at somebody, you can still love them. You know what I'm saying? And so are you a part of Ray's team? I don't know what you mean, Crystal. Replying to Lorraine, Crystal, are you a part of Ray's team? Okay, I don't know what's going on there. So I guess everybody's talking in the chat, and that's good too. Y'all talk it up and let me know if you want to talk to me, but I'm trying to check the chats. But I want you to know that it is the inner work that's really important. And so if your life is, if you feel like you're flawed and jacked up, I talk about this in the book. We all flawed and jacked up. So get the book and let's normalize that situation. Let's figure out what we can do to move forward. I just don't want you stuck. That's all. That's my whole heart's desire is I do not want you stuck. So that is what you're going to find in this book where we talk about clarity, getting clear. COVID is not your problem. It is not your problem. It is a distraction. And I want to help you and your children with it through both of these books. And I'm going to share myself with you in the process of doing that because that's all I know how to do. I come from a long line of servants. My grandfather was a preacher and his wife, and they had church in the basement of the house and elsewhere. My mother served special needs people, and I've always done that. So you're getting to learn a whole lot about me in just a little bit of time. Dad Tony entered the live studio. Hey, Dad Tony. All right, so I'm trying to watch. Okay, so let me share with you an excerpt from the book. Let me just go ahead and let you not wait any longer. If you're ready for me to read an excerpt from A Black Butterfly's Journey Towards Clarity, Reveal, Renew, and Reignite, I want you to type it where you are. Stacy put an emoji with the hand up. So give me some love in the chat box and let me know that that's what you want. You want me to read, right? From, yes, okay, in Podbean, yes, very good. Laura says, yes, I'm ready for you to read. Crystal said, please read. All right, here we go. So my dad said, read now. Are you yelling at me on Podbean? Like, really? Okay, so here's an excerpt from chapter 1. Chapter 1 is called Choose. I've seen that scenario play out through countless clients that I've worked with. I'm sure you know the woman that's always put together, not a hair out of place, makeup on fleek, and looking flawless. She seems happy, doesn't complain, is very accommodating, quite articulate, and seems never to make a mistake. Yet the truth is, she is at my door because she is running on empty, exhausted, conflicted, and dazed. She is tired of numbing the pain of simply existing, tired of faking it until she makes it, and tired of being sick and tired. At the root, she's actually in a state of a twisted self delusion due to feelings of inadequacy that causes her to overcompensate. What's irrational is that she has the receipts to prove that she's intelligent, yet she has convinced herself that she is not. In fact, she is confident that the only way to be smart is to act as if she is. That's a twisted self delusion if I've ever heard of one. Sadly, the moment she is found alone to sit with herself, she berates all of her accomplishments, reducing them to nothingness. This has become her reality. Due to her two-faced mastery, she vacillates from pumping herself up with man-made constructs such as rehearsing affirmations of self and positive thinking to accepting defeat as a self-proclaimed imposter and a fraud, all of which have little to no effectiveness. Could this be you in totality or in part? Are you failing miserably, striving to attempt this irrational state of being and beating yourself up? You are looking into the life of a woman who has been broken, bruised, and traumatized by her experiences. Her thought life continuing to keep record. She may have been through legitimate hell and back. Still, she can learn to discontinue self-inflicting pain from a distorted worldview that perpetuates an identity crisis through a mind that is under corrupt management. Would you agree that she is in a quandary? It's clear that she needs clarity, right? All right, clap it up in the chat if you loved that. So, Letitia. Oh, hey, Letitia. Hey. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Good. Love it. Love it on Podbean. What do y'all think? Talk to me for a little bit because I've been talking a lot and I need a drink of water. How about that? Give me a drink of water. Let me see what you think. Type in the chat. For those of you on Cataflies, I'm switching over to you right now to see if you are talking to me. Very good. Very good. You all that. Very good. Very good. Very good. So one of the things that happens in the book. Look, I'm not gonna give it away. You just gotta go get it. Okay. So let me go back here. Let me go back here. Okay. Let me say something. You don't get to write about. Oh, I love that. Who said that? Who said that? Lorraine. Oh, she said, I think we all know her. I think we all know her. Stacy said, many people, especially single, feel like they have to have it all together always. Loved that. Talked about. Okay, so she loves that I talked about that. Okay, good. So there's a lot more where that came from. There's a lot more where that came from. So just get your ebook today. And so if Lorraine, if you'll just share the link for everybody again. And then so one of the great things about Amazon and about the book is, like Lorraine said, I think we all know her. So if you know someone not trying to call anybody out, trying to help somebody, right? If you know somebody that would just be blessed, I mean, if you know a woman, send her the book. It's $1.99 today. So you can do that on Amazon, where you just simply, at the bottom, it says you can send the book to someone else. All you need is their email address, I believe, and you can send them the book, okay, to their Kindles. Very good. And then they can choose which device they want to listen to it on. All right. All right. So the other great thing now, do you see the smile on my face? Because I'm almost getting ready to talk about the kids' book. Now listen, ladies, ladies, this is not to take away from the book for you, okay? Which you're going to get on bit.ly clarity with 3 capital R's. That's where you go to get it. This is not to take away, because I'm telling you, this book was in my heart for a long time. But this kid's book, whew, this kid's book like sucked me up and grabbed me. Okay, so I'm getting ready to share with you about that pajama party we had online, and the one that the pajama party we had online was great. Oh my goodness. So let me go here. So I'm getting ready to talk about the kids book, but just give me a minute. What I need you to know about the adult book, the women's book, for my lady CEOs, what you're going to look forward to in that book, I'm going to go ahead and spill the beans on that, is that there is an ebook that goes with it that is called the Black Butterflies Toolbox. So you're going to get that toolbox. And remember, I said you're going to take each chapter and go chapter by chapter, right? The toolbox is going to help you do that. And that's why it's probably going to take you a week to 2 weeks to get through each chapter, because there's some inner work that I want to help you do through the Black Butterfly Toolbox. So you have to get the book and then go get the link to the Black Butterfly Toolbox. And I think once you get it, you're going to want your physical copy of the book too, for that matter. Okay. But start with the Kindle and get your Black Butterfly Toolbox. The artwork so let me say this. Stacy and I went a little nuts inside of the toolbox with the color. I apologize to you in advance. What I'm going to say to you is go and get your ink on your printer, because some of the things in the toolbox are so pretty and so colorful. I wanted, as you worked through it, I wanted you to see something beautiful. But light, not nothing heavy. So the artwork in the book is just light, but it's beautiful and colorful, just like the cover of the book. Okay. So go ahead and get that and download it. It's ready for you today to get that. And there's no charge for the toolbox. It is the accompaniment for you. Okay. CEO women. Now, if you love that, clap that up. Lorraine said that sounds exciting. Come on, clap that up if you are ready to get your beautiful Black Butterfly Toolbox. If you're ready to get your Black Butterfly Toolbox, talk to me. You're going to love it. So just go get some ink first, okay? Now, what else can you expect? You can also expect that we're going to have a store for you to buy some different things. And so that'll be up shortly. I can't say exactly when, but I'll say before the end of the month, that store will be up. As a matter of fact, in a couple of weeks, the store will be. It might not even take a couple of weeks. Right, Stacy? I saw my cousin asking if Lorraine was on my team. She is on my team. I don't know why she gave you that answer, but she is a part of the team. She actually wrote the foreword to the book. So she is on my team, and she's helping me out today. And I appreciate that. And Stacy is on my team, and Stacy's going to help me get that store up for you guys. Okay. For you ladies, because we all like to look fabulous and represent, right? Stacy said the shop will be ready soon. Very good. Thank you, Stacy. All right. I guess I'm on the team. Girl, please, you better stop. Okay. Now, so yes, I got a team. I'm building a team. So we all need support. All right. So that's what you can look forward to. So I think everybody here has already bought the book, so I'm not even gonna say that anymore. Okay. Now, share. So now I want to talk about A Black Butterfly's Journey Towards Clarity. Ray takes on the anorak virus. You see, maybe I should be a character for books or something, because yeah, they really loved when I read that book. I did all 3 characters all by myself. And then I stayed up all night with Laura talking. So about where we could go and the things that we can do with that book and how we can really evangelize. You know, I don't know if you guys know what your gifts are, but you got to know what your gifts are. And I believe one of mine is really to evangelize, and that's what you're going to find. Like, everything I do is really about just getting the word out. If you're the type of person that you're always like this, hollering, saying, hey, listen, you might be an evangelist deep down on the inside. And it's not evangelist in the religious term. It's evangelist in that you get the word out. Okay, it's almost 1:00 and some of you got to go back to lunch. Hopefully the rest of y'all are on spring break. So let me talk a few more minutes, but I have got to talk about, it may be 30 more minutes. I have got to talk about my children's book, because I am so excited about this book. I really, really am. It is the companion book. So moms, when you get your book, you should be getting your child their book. And I'm going to tell you something great about your receipt for that event. Okay. So both books are on Kindle right now. And if you want to hear about great things coming, you got to go to inpoweryou.com so that I can get you on the mailing list, and I will let you know what's coming out next. Okay. All right. All this week on Podbean, we are being featured, and I am so grateful. This is the other thing I need you to know. If you purchased the book already and you start reading, I don't need you to get to the end before it to be great, because by the time you get to the end, somebody said that the book was like a plane, like an airplane, like where you start and then you kind of take off. Oh, and I forgot to read you Jenna's quote. On the back of the book, Jenna Quinn did, I want to say thank you to Jenna. On the back of the book, Jenna Quinn did a endorsement for the book. And you just have to read it. So get the book. When you see the back, you'll see it. You'll see it. Okay. So it was great.
Remember, the power within you is undeniable. Blessings from your favorite therapist, coach, and sister friend, Richale. You've been listening to the Power Within podcast with Richale Reed. For more information on all things Richale, go to inpoweryou.com. And before you go, don't forget to comment, follow, and share this episode with someone you love.